mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. I'll be waiting in the car. In the dead of night, on that broken road, I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred. From where you came isn't who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. The storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. You still got to break the chains that left you scarred. From where you came isn't who you are.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ready with, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my own house, Drake. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rap.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Corey Horton now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll work forward for a punt. Derek Harmon, first rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop.
Brings up second and
8. From the 23, here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll send their tight end left. Now Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Milrow. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Ready, set.
Third and a yard.
Come on. Set.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll try it now with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down as he pushes forward for a couple on fourth and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 by 6.
Now they'll throw it with Milrow. They'll set up the screens to Charbonnet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
19, Sergeant, 19,
On the ground, this is Kenny McIntyre. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Charbonnet will take it in. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Miller now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Rodgers going to put it up to get started. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Second down, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. To the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now it's Milroe. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And it'll be over there.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the ground is Jalen Warren. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Warren. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Right on it. 319. Jump out.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown Steelers. That is first touchdown of the new year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 14-6 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Horton. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10. In motion. Milroe throwing on 2nd down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That's the 4th time All-Pro T.J. Watt. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Jabril Pepper is on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10. And they're on 46-yard line.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body, yada, shorty got that body, no time, set up. You won't kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't on my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my
Play action now with Rodgers. That cat reels it in on the right side. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
31-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
21-yard line.
And 10, it's Warren. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second
down. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Steelers will tack on 3 more. Extending the lead here late in the first half. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range.
Only a heck of a return, but it changes a little bit of the coach's strategy. You're thinking he's just going to sit on this score. He's willing to take it into the locker room for the half. All of a sudden now you get a big return, you got a short field, and this offense has a chance to steal some points here before halftime.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 2.
Second down at the 13-yard line.
Now Milroe. He finds Cut along the out route. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's Milroe to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break.
On the jump.
3rd and goal.
Let's go. 19, 18.
That is caught. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I'm all about all my people now. I what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my sun is down. Work the rest, get your money up. Believe it or not, put money down. I'm betting on.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, nothing doing here. I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on
3rd and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the 2nd half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Come on. Hit. 19 Charger. Hawk 70.
On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And he'll get this up to the 44. Derek Harmon, first rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Dragon 60. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He'll get this complete to Walker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Joey Porter Jr. and tie him up to make the play.
Brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Move it, Raheem.
Slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's Milrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down, 3 to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Cup in motion. Milrow on third down. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first and 10, it's Milrow. Looking Jigba left side, he's got it. He'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seahawks.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target.
Second and 10.
And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Again, it's Milrow. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
It is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That ball caught. Torrey Horton. Touchdown, Seattle. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Play action. Rodgers. And the throw left sideline caught. They ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you want
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the gun. It's Milroe. Oh, the ball comes out. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Now it's Milroe. They'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Pop. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Now, he'll air one out. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. And 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
7 Pirates. Here we go. 18 Cardinals. Steady.
Throwing is Milroe. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch. than it does after a drop.
Come on, come on. Hit. Nike, 18. Drop 50, drop 50.
On second down, here's Milrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, Milrow. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. Here's a screen set up for Warren. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Out of the pistol, Warren. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Steeler first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Big time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Warren trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he uses the vision to take it outside, and he is in. Kenneth Gainwell, touchdown Steelers. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 2. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. this drive on the ground. Here comes Charbonnet. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now Milrow. The open man is Smith and Jigba. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third down, they need 5.
Here we go, set.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is good. What a throw. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For Aaron Rodgers, that is touchdown number 508 of his career. Drawing him level with the man who he was the understudy for his first few seasons, Brett Favre.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This is taken in at the goal line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. And they're on 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
First down, Seattle.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Quick throw, taken in. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Here's Darnold again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw again is Darnold. On the run to the right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.